And we are streaming! Hello everybody and welcome to Task Confusion for the 15th of July 2022. How are we all doing? 4 AM for Legius. Well, let's see how his brain operates at 4 AM. We have 4 ready to go. Legius, Prospero, Aegon, myself. Good luck all. Begin! It's not my fault, sir. It's not my fault at all. Although clearly based on the engagement figures, it probably should be my fault. It's fine. Have you been having fun exploding things? And if not, why not? Stuck at 3 out of 4. Give it a few moments. Fair enough. Okay, let's get cracking. Legius up to Master 1, which he announced in the chat not so long ago. Hello, Rue. How are we doing? Oh, this is awkward. Honestly, I think this is full force Honitsu, but let's see. I could not see the point. I wanted to get a dedicated Niceman, but you know. Yeah. I don't have any bonus pairs at this point. North's unlikely. Again, there's nothing I could have called that North initially if I was going to do this, but it just feels like we're so far away from it. Well, in for a penny. And we're getting a whole host of safe tiles. Pair of 4s. Yeah, honestly, I think we'll just go with this at the moment. She's always an option, but we got multiple bits that kind of go there. Yep, no worries. Sounds good. Okay, 2 souths, so we'll get rid of that as well. So what wants to be? I mean, there are many things that are worse than not being in Tenpai. Within the context of the game of Mahjong, that might be true, but you know, there are many things worse than that outside of that context. In the meantime, we're just not really getting anywhere. It's not a dealer turn. We can afford to be a little passive if we want to be. Interesting. So up to 4 pairs. It's going to be a slow finish, but it could be done. We discarded 9 so, which is the only reason that doesn't work for us. Otherwise, that'd be an okay keep. Okay, Legis on the aggro side of things. So I could very well have 3 players Tenpai right now. Oh, and I've just hit that as well. How pushy do I want to make this? Honestly, this is tempting. If anyone's going for that kind of outside hand, it's going to be Aegon. Let's go for this anyway. The half step here, because if we do hit Dora 2, we might be able to reach the 8. Yeah, I think that puts us out. 4-pin was played a couple of turns ago. Half Suji in all 3 players, as it turns out, but there's so few Manzis. Well, actually, the full set of 6s out. Maybe I could have made more of a push on this, actually. Yeah, I could have made more of a push on this. But, again, Legius calling a reach, probably Tenpai indicator, or they just had safe tiles they could try and continue on with. We'll let the deal have the can reach as it happens. Aang was able to save the sumo. So a Chun only pair weight, which, you know, is fine. Certainly fine in this situation against the can reach. And we got dealer. Okay, 2 Dora. Alright, Dora 2. There is a possible Itsu on, but it's C. That's unfortunate. Happens, we'll just have to work around it. Alright, Aegon with a terminal call, so either that's Manzi Honitsu or just something. Aegon in first, but hating it. I mean, fair. I mean, as he's mentioned, he did discard 2 Dora, which weren't Dora at the time, but became Dora due to a Khan on the board. And if you're going to lament that kind of thing, then, you know. Meanwhile, this is developing reasonably nicely. Yeah, first is first. He's also in the last. He's also in the last dealer position as well. So. Let's see what we draw before we debate with how much we're going to attack into this. Yeah, Ishan Tendora free. We go for this. Washing that needs to be taken out to dry. I mean, I can pause the game while you do this. Hold on. You sure? You sure? Okay. Game resumes. I should have used that time to really think about what I was actually doing here. Well, of course. But we know Aegon's a cheaty so-and-so. Oh, this is bad. Alright, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7. Oh, I've used up a lot of my thinking time here. Let's just throw it. So 5-so is going to be the problematic thing here, but... Two was played earlier. There's been a bunch of 7s out. Alright, holds. 3-6, not the best reach, but we are dealer. So, reach free. Alright. We managed to dodge everything, and we hit. Hanneman. Okay, game under my control. Let's see what else we can do on our dealer turn. T-Man. Interesting. I think we might lean this into Tanyo and just see how this goes. Strictly speaking, that's sequence pair, but I think I want to keep the single 5. 4, 6, 8 shape there is fine. Yeah. I mean, I had value, so what I'm basically judging with that is my hand, which is definitely a Mungan, better than what he's got? And as I'm dealer, that means he needs to have a Hanneman to be better than me in terms of expected values and possible returns. He also reached earlier, so he's less likely to have a good weight. So, all that debated, absolutely we go for that. That being said... Yeah, as Carol has explained. Alright, we hit ourselves into Tanya, so that's where we're going to be trying to force. I mean, if I had this much of a point gap, I could consider Dharmaing it, especially given that it's already Mungan. But, you know, I didn't have this point gap at the time. And even then, arguably, Dharma isn't necessarily the correct move. It's just, you know, an option that I'm more likely to take. Not, you know... Dealer Mungan from here is just basically securing the game. Yeah, we've already got rid of one. Let's go for a second here. Probably, but you know. There's a 70k win ceiling as well I could get to, so you know. Always push, never fold. I mean, Carol did just admit folding was an option in South 4, but that's the only time. So, clearly. Nice. Okay. For a 4, it's going to be really awkward. Alright. Let's go pair heavy here, because we can always backdoor into Chitoitsu. But I think, honestly, we're just going to start calling things. Okay, this isn't a good... I was about to say, this isn't a good Chitoitsu, but it is, this is Ishanten. And that's fine. So, plus, yeah, plus 39 for the dealer turn. Absolutely taking that. Yeah, G-Toy with Dora 7-6 was always going to be unlikely to finish up, but, you know. Okay, my wins are gone. I mean, with all these equations, it's what are you actually trying to do? Because if it's a tournament where they only need to finish in the top 2, then that limits that limits your need to be aggressive and go for things. Alright, 6 would be a good draw. 7 so would actually, yeah. That's like 7 so, yeah. 7 pin actually puts us into proper pin 2, but you know. More 7s. Sure. I mean, this is the thing. The amount of information you actually are given here, which of these tiles have come from people's hands, for example? How long did they hesitate on it? Did they rearrange the hand in any way beforehand, afterwards? Obviously on online, that's a little, there's other things to check with that. But there's plenty of bits and pieces of subtle information that are being given at all times. That's it. That's the tile I need, and it's the tile that Prospero wanted as well. So another 2 getting hand. I mean, I'm kind of liking the turn of events here, because everybody else is winning short hands, and I've had the Hanneman, so... Long may this situation continue. Alright, Agen's dealer turn. I mean, in fairness, I was going for a 2K hand, because I wanted the game to move on quicker, and I'll do so again if I get the chance here. That being said, this doesn't look as if it's going to be... Well. Alright, so we've got the dealer Doubleton to contend with as well. But it doesn't immediately look as if this is going to be a rapid free turn hand. It could be. Get 3 useful tiles, do that, get rid of those. You know what? Yeah, okay. Let's be a bit forceful. Should have played the dragons rather than South. For some reason I thought it was South round. Despite the information there. Well, it's a great draw considering what I'm trying to do. Okay, so Aegon's got a Mungan, which is a problem. The question is, can we get a 7 so quickly enough? Yeah, this is awkward against what Aegon's doing. I can't play the 6 so. Everything else is developing. And heck, we know that's safe. Oh, Legius, I am so thankful you played the 6. Oh, well, honestly, one of these was probably wrong. And it was more likely going to be this one. But, okay. Well, we've gone all in on a 2k hand. So at the time, obviously I just played the 5. The question was that a 5 a discard for Tempai, or was that just a general thing? And as it turns out, actually, that was... See, conventional wisdom, I'd have said that the 7-6 was more likely going to be in any other player's hand because it was Aegon, and I don't know that he planned it or at all. I figured that had nothing to do with what he was currently building. Now, whether that's the correct way to think about things, I have no idea. But I didn't have a lot of genuine information to draw upon at this stage, so... Could have been. But this is Aegon we're talking about, so... And again, against other players... I probably would not have played 6-7. I'd have played probably 3-4 against him, given 2 discard as well as the ones he's played. But oh no, it's basically I had a point at this call about which one of 7-6, 3-4, or 5-4 that I discard with Aegon with 2 calls against a 5. Okay, well, I just hit an extra 2 Dora, so my hand's suddenly a Mungan. Have lost another potential winner. I'm only down to 6. Seven was played by Prospero, but again, that was a while ago. Still, we're going in now that this hand is Mungan. Okay, all the 2 is visible. Well, this is the thing, and again, I classified that this 5-man, which was the last thing this guy before had the choice, had nothing to do with his hand. That was my read. Anyway. Can we get a Haite? Free 6-pin. Haite Dora discard on the Haite. Yeah, that sounds fun. He either absolutely knew that was safe, which he probably couldn't have done. Well, maybe. We had the wall of 2s that we knew about. Maybe he had information. 8 and a 5 in hand. No, I don't think he had any wall stuff concerned about. That was just a... Given that's his fold as well... I assume that's got to be a time crunch thing, because, you know, I don't think you'd have done that if you weren't absolutely certain of it. Anyway, this hand is pretty rubbish, but we'll see how it goes after we've cleaned it up a little bit. So, 20k lead to Legius. Probably. Alright, so Aegon has double ton for the second hand in a row. Must be nice. Meanwhile, Prospero is bluffing a Orphan's hand. With a long pause on the 4-pin, he's probably a mile away from it. And he's already now playing that. Okay. I went for the Dora discard. I'd have said probably Shinitsu in Pinzu, but we'll see. Chitoi, probably, or Terminals, potentially. Problem is going for Terminals is that I have a hand that has pairs of multiple of them. So, I don't think it's a very successful one. Yakuhai's gone, his other thing's there. Chitoi, yeah, that's sort of my assumption. It might have been an initial bad hand that he's put to that. Nope, okay, Chitoi's out. It is Junchan. It just feels like with pairs in my hand and that I see, it's not very doable. That being said, we're not going to give him that. That 1 pin is staying in our hand. So Legius probably on a standard town pin style thing. There is a Kana for 9s. It always feels when I've got a questionable call, I could have potentially gone for that, and then somebody overcalls it. It always feels bad in Soul for whatever reason. That being said, that feels alright. I'm not sure it helps me a great deal, but you know. Again, it's not 9-pin, and you discarded what you drew, so I'm going to follow up with 9-pin. So if it's Junchan Shanta, they're a long way from it. Or Junchan, they're a long way from it. It's got to be Chanta. They don't have South. They don't have East. They could have White Dragon. Could have Green Dragon. Probably not Green Dragon unless they got the full set. They've already canned once, so they'd have canned again, surely. It means White's what they've got. Toy toy. Nope, it is just the outside one. I mean, honestly, I'll take that. Because it was cheap, but, yeah. Okay. Nah, it's fine. As I say, I'm still massively up. I'm still in a strong position, and I've still got a deal of turn left. I also have a concealed set of dragons to start the hand with, which is always a nice way to go. Probably not Honitsuing this, but yeah, this is reasonable. Should have probably called that, actually. I went auto-passing, but I probably should and could have called that. Oh well. Either way, we're at Ishan for Reach 1 Dragon. Very nice. And as I said, if it was Jinshan, which is what it was in the end, it was a very limited on what it could be, given I saw so many pairs of them. Alright, 9 pin does nothing. I would have calls off, but actually I can call the 7s to just get myself to Tenpai, so it's worth having that open just for that basis. Okay, that's one of the tiles I badly want. That'll do, though. My hand is pretty obviously Manzu related, so not expecting this to come out. It's just whether we can draw it at this point. You never know, maybe somebody's stuck with a green in their hand. It's always nice when that happens. I just have no Manzu out, so... Also, Prospero's played none, so it's slightly more, you know... We'll see. I have the jam! Alright, what's the lottery at today? It's 190 million or whatever? I'm buying a ticket. Bear with. Bear with, I'm just, yep. Did one. Lucky dip. Done. Have I just dealt in? Is this a cursed lottery ticket I've just bought? This lottery ticket is not cursed. I'm gonna have a... What do I do with my 190 million? Wait a minute. No, this is the Mahjong game I've won. Oh well. Oh, this lottery ticket is cursed. This lottery ticket I just bought is cursed. Okay. Okay. Real talk. Real talk. What do I do if I win the... yeah, done. We're carrying on. I need to win another 3 hand. Yeah, if I get above 70,000, the mercy roll triggers, so it's worth me at least having a look at this. And also, what's the worst thing that happens if I fail at this point? Yeah, 70,000. East 1, Kandora. Does... Hey, again. Honestly, this hand isn't really that great. I mean, it's fine. You know, the hand is awesome. It's already East 4 Mangan already. But you know, I want to get something out of this. But you know, I've got the maximum number of tiles that I can draw to, you know, improve this. Okay, that'll do. Oh, I'm not going to get to calm that. The jam must be wearing off. Ishanten? Well, I don't know. As I say, I have genuinely just bought a lottery ticket on the back of this, so, you know. Yeah. Is 8-man going to be safe to that? I mean, 8-man's we're gonna play 8-man even if it's not, because you know we're in a position where we just win, and let's win the game at this point on a free 6-man. So yeah, we'll give this a go. Mercy roll triggered. I didn't get to have... Aegon, that was so much fun. You can't, and I got things for it. That's, yeah. I'll tell you what, Legius, Prospero, if I actually win this lottery, I mean, it's a £190 million lottery thing, I'll send you some. Because, yeah, jam. Anyway, that's an extremely unlikely event of things. Let's move on to some more games. I have had a ridiculous amount of luck, so I'm going to join only if we don't get a full table up. We currently have Cairo, Prospero, and Legius. Aegon says he will be right back. But not Aegon. With regards to... No, Aegon gets lottery money. I have to buy him a new toaster. Obviously, he went from a toaster to an easy bake oven, which is our nicknames for his computer, because, you know, generally speaking, he's always had the worst one for quite a while of time. I would actually properly engineer, or hire people to engineer a proper toaster mini computer. One that could preferably do... I mean, it'd be awkward to make it toast as well without ruining the internal things. But, you know. It was something that genuinely we would do for if the Omaro won the lottery. It's something we've discussed a number of times. But unfortunately, yeah, it wouldn't actually operate as a toaster without, you know... It would ruin things too much. But I reckon it could be built. It could be done. Anyway, Aegon has said he will be right back. So Actually, yeah, let's go logs. Let's have a look at what that was then. So, South 1, you say? So South 1 was the big hand. So let's have a look here. You went so this is where I just canned Fedora 4. Okay, so your Riichi is 9-6. Oh no, it isn't. No, it's 1-4. Yeah, no, it's a 1-4. I mean, Reach Drawer 1, it's... Pair waiting on the ones. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, as a good reach, yeah. Situation, there's a card on the board. Unfortunately, with the way that works out, it's just, unfortunate. All hail the Sunbyman. What else happened there? So that was my initial Mungan hand. Again, there's probably not too much to analyze here. Okay, so as much as I don't want to spoil my luck, Aegon is taking a while. If he's not back here in a couple of minutes, I will sit in and just get this next game started. Also, I had not registered that. This is worrying. Oh yeah, that card earned me 8 Dora. I don't know whether it's because I streamed XCOM yesterday, but our numbers are higher in terms of viewership. There are 7 of you. Hello all. Hopefully we'll get a game started soon. There's 6 people in chat. I kind of want to do a commentary round because I have to feed the cats more than anything else. And obviously since I have to push the button, I can't, you know... I mean, I'm just looking around. That's fine. It's just I can't... If I'm going to join this game, I need to join this game. And I probably need to feed the cats first. But obviously, I can't start the game off if somebody is going to join in. And we'll still have to wait. Alright, I'll give Aegon a minute. Huzzah! Oh dear. Honestly, I've been kind of anti-XCOM for a little while, I've got to be honest, because honestly, the Long War mod took me out of XCOM in a big way. XCOM 2 put me back into it. Phoenix Point took me right out of XCOM style games for a long while, actually. I still haven't gotten over Phoenix Point in a lot of ways. The XCOM Files is fun, but it suffers from the same thing that the final mod pack suffers from. Far, far, far too long. Too grindy. It's... Yeah. I have formally stopped that Let's Play. I've still got about 10 episodes recorded, but it just... too long. I really enjoyed a lot of the early part of it, and honestly, yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good in small doses. I am really, really tired of doing of the grind almost, and the impossible mission grind, which I seem to be on at the moment. Yeah, this is the thing. I actually more prefer the early game, sort of the initial sort of investigation tech run style thing. And if it was its own game leading into the start of XCOM, and that was just sort of the end point, I'd be fine with it. It's not so much that it's rough. There is the hard difficult mission grind, but I feel like I'm being punished for mistakes that I have no idea I couldn't have made them. If that makes sense. Phoenix Point is exactly the same. It punishes you for not knowing the game inside out. It heavily punishes you for not knowing the game inside out in some cases, and then it throws up a special mission, forces you to do it immediately. And punishes you for doing it immediately, because why would you do that? It's fine. it's weird adaptive difficulty settings on that as well, which makes sense intuitively, but equally make the game experience terrible. I don't mind impossible games if I know that's what I'm getting into, and this is why I like roguelikes a lot. I like games that are fundamentally impossible, but there's a narrow path to victory if you learn enough to do it. Because it's enjoyable learning all the things and having the failure. It's also reasonably quick, and even if it's not quick, you spent a long time invested in one character, and, oh, this is as far as I've got with this character, he will make it. And I don't have that excitement playing Phoenix Point, or, you know, most of these XCOM mods. So, I've taken out one of the bases, I forget which one it was, and I then did a mission. Dungeon Dreadmore, I love Dungeon Dreadmore, absolutely. I would love to do another stream of Dungeon Dreadmore, just to see if I can remember a lot of it. Oh dear. Catch the VIP missions. I don't think I did that. I took out a headquarters, I forget which one. Yeah, that was fun. I'll be honest, as a mission, and then it was fun initially, and then I realised the insanity of what I was actually attempting, and then the insanity got more intense, and then it got more intense, and then there were problems. Actually, the mission that broke me, and I attempted this about 4 times, since I decided it broke me the first time, was the first time I encountered the zombie factory. So, basically, the first time I'd encountered one of the zombie facility outbreak type things, and encountered my first mega zombie. 2 of them. And then the fact that there were a bunch of railings at the top, and zombies that shot back, and also zombies that exploded from top railings, which I, in theory, should have thought about, but, you know, walking exploding zombie walks up to me, boom. Aegon is back. Okay, let's start this game off. Alright, I'm going to go feed the cats. I will continue and return with a rant about XCOM alongside some commentary. So, good luck all. I will be back in a couple of moments. Okay, we are back. Let's go 10, 20, 30, 40, 40 ginger-headed sailors. Interesting. Not sure what that's in relation to, but let's see if we can find out. So, 150 seconds. Watching Jeeves and Wooster again. We've told you, sir. You need to stop that. It will only lead to trouble and disaster, and you know it. Just one thing I've realised. Yep, lost my window. There you go. 90 seconds. So will Kyril break his 15-game losing streak? Will Aegon have fun? 75 seconds away from finding out. You enjoy that? My cat is staring at me. It clearly wants more food. Alright, 10 seconds. Okay, we are beginning behind Legius, who is our initial dealer. We have Kyril up top, we have Aegon to our right, and we have Frostro to our left. So, set of dragons and a hand could potentially call a lot of things. So, pretty much what you want from a dealer turn. Dealer position here. Aegon's hand, pretty decent in truth. You can get one of these closed things up early here, and he is away. Kyril's hand up top looks pretty fast as well. Multi-pairs, multi-sequences. Yeah. Question is, will Legius be faster, given that he can call? Maybe. Alright, that's an okay draw for Aegon here, so that potentially gives him the full 1 through 7 draw there. So actually, if he draws a 8-man, then he's got the ideal 3-sided weight. Oh, he can cut the 9 here. 9 is a useful cut. He decided to cut the 8 instead. So, yeah, that's fine. We'll see. Good draw from Legius. And Aegon is away. So, reach on the 9, so have a 1-4-7. Alright, 1-4-7, reach. And that's it. Alright, what's Legius going to do here? Legius is going to deal in. Aegon plays by his own rules, but he's not playing Uno at the moment. Okay, 4-pair start from Aegon. Little heavy, but not the worst at all. If he is going for Chi-Toi, he'd probably more likely call this to go for Toi-Toi, actually, knowing him. No, he decides to pass it, so he is thinking Chi-Toi. In fairness to him, Toi-Toi is much easier if you've got the pair of Honor Tiles, preferably 2 of them. Because that is the fallback plan if the Toi-Toi plan doesn't work out. But in fairness, actually, to him, 8, 1, and 8 are all edge, are all towards the edges, so they're more likely to come out from people. And, you know, it could work. I've not really analysed anybody else because Kara's still building. Prospero actually looks like he's got something decent up top, actually. And Legis is still clearing out honours. Yeah, and this is the downside of just getting rid of middle incidental tiles, because 2-4-6 would be a good shape in his hand at the moment. Admittingly not a Chi-Toi set of hat tiles, but you know. Alright, Carol makes advancement. And Aegon's still stuck on the same 4 pairs after row 1. Meanwhile, another player going for Chi-Toi is probably at the top. Full set of selves discarded by Legius, who is clearly now going for Nageshi. We wish them luck in the impossible hand, because it will not happen. See, white's fine. You know you got 8s not so much walled off, but you know, less likely the people are going to be able to use for 9s in their hands, so it's reasonable for a last Chi-Toi pair. Although, admittedly, with 1 out, you can make the arguments on this that it's still kind of worth it. Alright, this now is the pivot point to triplets, and that's where he's going. As it is, how many has he missed the chance to call at this point? Alright, call for Ishanten for Chiral. And he might get his Ishanten here. Doesn't. It's half of this. You're going to play the 8. Dora free for Prospero now, and that is looking quite big up top. It depends how greedy he's getting, but I'd probably be inclined to cut the 9s here if you're playing sensibly, cut the 5-6 if you're not. Oh, wait, I don't like 8 in either decision with that. Yeah, I'm assuming time crunch here, but you either play 5-6 if you're trying, you play 9s if you're playing safe. You don't get rid of your pair in that position. Again, I assume time management and just you've ran out of time. Panic, most likely. 8, so that's actually still useful for him with a 9. That actually opens him back up towards Pinfu style things. As it turns out, he actually gets there. But his weight is worse, but he's got Ipeiko. I'm just seeing what Aegon could have had at this point, and it's... yeah. Admittedly, he never got to a position where he was happy to discard the East. There's only actually one other East in play, but, you know, this is why you get rid of these if you're not going to use them early. He got greedy being the dealer and decided he wanted it. Which, you know, is something that happens when the tile is useful to everybody. I'm surprised you can't this given everything else. However, it is that kind of working. You at least get yourself into Tempai nearly. Also, this is not chickening out, sir. Okay, that's okay. Wrong move made, but it's fine. Alright, Prospero pulls off the big sumo. Okay, Hanneman for Prospero, who takes the lead. Yeah, given you can't a turn before the end, I don't think that can officially be called chickening out. Unless you were talking about the hand that's currently in progress. Which I see you have 4 dragons on, and we'll keep half an eye out, but I don't think that's the hand you're going for. Yeah. Let's have a look. No, maybe Agen is going for dragons. Or dragons or Honitsu trying to splash the dragons, maybe. Kyril has drawn Dora Dora back to back. Now Agen's giving up on dragons and just going to try and complete something sensible. So, okay, the sensible approach. So there's a chance when you see 4 dragons, a pair and one each, you get greedy. But he's doing the right thing. And getting rewarded for it as well, actually, come to that. Easy Shanten. It is a shame he's discarded the whole sequence, but overall, his hand's still fine. Okay, 1, 3, 5. You can get rid of the white here if you want to. In fact, you probably need to get rid of the white here if you're going to. Okay. I disagree with the cut, but I can understand why you might not be happy to discard the white in this position. Although there are no calls out, so... Other than your own, of course. Never punished. Never punished his Agen. Okay, so he's 10 by winning on the 4, and he's obviously not Dharma, but you know, he's got an open hand that he's 10 by now, so. And we'll take the win. And that is a good moving the game along hand to put yourself into second. Alright, Prospero then. So, in the lead, a strong 15,000 lead, and in his first dealer turn as well, just to add to that. And the hand is not terrible. Okay, pairs developing. What do we think? What are we fancying here? I'd say Legis' hand is a little awkward, but isn't terrible in this position. Prospero could potentially just cull a pair and go for Tanya with this. Tanya Sanchku was the high end. Agen's just building up that Tanya up top himself, and yeah, Carl just trying to spin the game on back to his dealer turn, I think. Discarding all the dragons, of course. Yes, he can get rid of one pin here. And does. You see, slowly, Agen's discards appear to make sense. They don't always, but, you know. Every so often, he makes sensible plays on demand. Possibly because he knows I'm watching. But, honestly, I don't believe that for a second. Alright, Carol discarding yet more dragon tiles. He's discarded 5. I say 5 in your opening hand. You can consider Daisangan attempts. You're probably not going to be successful with them, but at that point you can consider them. It's almost like he's concentrating and doing good decisions here. That's a call for Ishanten. That is extreme shininess for... You've got to go for this. He doesn't go for this. You just had to cut the 9s and you'd be in business. With so many shinies. Yeah, no, Prospero is going to pass this up. Prospero has Fordora in his hand here, and only has to cut the pair of 9s to really have a hand. And it just... Yeah, the last couple of turns, and clearly they'd have got something. A threat, if nothing else. They also have Sanchiku as a possible out still here. His hand is not small. There's a lot of carnage on the board. What's the gate going to be? Oh, that's one of the dealing. Oh. I thought you were playing safe and then you just discard the worst tile. Thankfully, Kairo's only got 1,000 points out of all of the carnage going on, but yeah, just... You had a lot of opportunities to, with Money Dora, just call and cut the 9s. Anyway. South 1. So the situation is that Legends in starting the South round in last place, 4,000 behind Aegon and Kyril. And Aegon has a set of Souths to begin the round with, and they're actually double Souths for him as well. And the rest of his hand's not bad either. This is pretty ideal from what Aegon wants. More ideal, he keeps drawing 2s. He should go for the actually impossible hand. The other... He's going for the other Sanchiku. The one that never happens. He could still do it. He just needs a 2-pin. There's a 2-pin in Legis' hand that's semi-loose. If he draws a 5, that 2-pin's his. And he has the impossible hand. Come on, draw a 2-pin. Not the worst, but he's probably just going to take a Tenpai with that. God darn it, he's going to play sensibly and take the win. But you had the chance. You had the chance and we wanted you to get it, but alas... You played sensibly and got the quick win. Off your point rival as well, so you know. Darn it, Aegon. I can't help but feel that when you knew less about the game, you'd have gone for that. Just because it was available. And to see what had happened. Anyway. So... 11,000 gap. So a Mangan here for Aegon will put him into the lead. And he keeps drawing triplets. At a certain point, if you keep drawing triplets, you will start winning hands. I was half joking, but yes, Aegon's developed a superpower. He draws triplets. Okay. Honestly, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay. I'm glad he didn't draw an immediately useful tile there, because otherwise I would worry that he should be the one buying the lottery ticket, not me. I mean, it's still early days. You could still upgrade this if you wanted to. I'd probably have said 7-man here, just because you want to. There's the chance you can still get a Honitsu out of this one. And shouldn't. Well, Chin's live. I suppose you played one. I know. I hadn't realised that they're going to play one on turn 1. Makes sense there. Can't keep it. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, what's going on here? 3 pins a good draw for Aegon. I think if I refresh this, this should do it. Nah, we'll leave that for 5 minutes then. He's so close. You got to go for it. The hand's massive. This has got to be done. Yeah, it's not actually that, is it? Whoops. There you go. There you go. Remove the chat. It's painful, but you know. Yeah, because unfortunately, with the way that my thing picks it up, it still puts the messages on. And even though I've gone removed and whatever else, it's still showing on there. So I'm going to have to leave the chat off for 5 minutes because I'm not having that on my stream. In the meantime, I think Aegon is unfortunately going to miss out. But good effort. And to be fair, this is the only way you could have played this hand. Yep, we can't here. We retry. There's no reason not to. Oh, it's so close. Unfortunately, this is Mahjong as well, but honestly, Aegon, entirely the correct decision to try for that. Entirely correct. Okay, I think chat's back online again, but somebody will have to test it out and let me know. Actually, I can test it out. Let me know. Yeah, there we go. Chat's back online. "47 ginger-headed sailors." What is your obsession with 47 ginger-headed sailors at the moment, sir? No, Prospero doesn't tend to go for that. You'll occasionally go for an outside hand, but you know, fair enough. Okay, so current board state then. Prospero has a lead here. Carol needs 2 free hands to get over the top, but obviously dealer out 2 hands to go. Alright, Prospero building up well. I mean, he's going to ask difficult questions to Chiral in theory, although admittingly he can use all the Pinzu he's got, and a lot of Pinzu that he would draw he could still technically use. Aegon's a bit far behind, Legius is a bit far behind. Prospero still needs to actually pair something else up at this point. There is, actually. Oh, god damn it. You see, this is why we don't have things. Because somebody has made me have to adjust things. I can delete that. Boop. Yep. Because this is all my chat box. Because I turned everything back online from ages ago. So I had to reinitialize everything, and now all my setups are wrong. Yep, so I can remove that. I can remove that. I can remove... Nope, I need that. Yeah, because I had things grouped, and I had things in sort of sections, so I don't have to do them. I lied everything, so that's everything I've ever used for this. It's fine. You don't need the discards. You don't need them. You also don't need to see what's in his hand, because, you know, I blocked that too. I mean, yeah. Your discards do indicate you have a chance of winning. I mean, you technically do. Prospero also has a chance of winning, of course, and he's developing a little faster. Aegon's still a way to go. He's just had an awkward hand, I think. But pair of whites, and that is Tempai for Prospero. A windmill 9-pin here, surely. Unless... Doesn't take the Tempai. I mean, even if you have Chiral on a Honitsu at this point, I think you have to play the 9-pin, given you've committed so hard up to this point. That is a horrible tile for Prospero to draw. Well, let's see. Will he push it? He will. He pushed that, but wouldn't push a 9-pin earlier to keep his Tempo. Aegon attacks. Okay, now Prospero can just claim he had a pair of them. It's fine. We know differently, but you know. Aegon's building up additional pairs of things. Well, another opportunity to get 9-pin and Tempai. Didn't take it. And Chiral deals in with that. Alright, Riichi pin Fedora. To be fair, I think he was refusing to give you pin Fu as well. Alright, South 4, final hand. No worries, sir. Well, let's just see how this goes. So Aegon in second place. Just needs 1,000 points to stay in second place. It's a fast hand from Prospero here, so he's got a chance of just being able to auto win this game, which actually will probably be good for Aegon as well, as long as it's not dealing. Because if Prospero just sumos, everybody else loses the same amount, and the game ends there. Aegon calls the ones. He is relying on getting either a South or a green pair at some point, or is just calling for the sake of calling. Meanwhile, Legis has just hit Dora free. And his hand's quite connected as well. Is this the comeback? Given he said in chat he's in agony, probably not, but... But hey, there's spoilers from the future, and I don't believe in spoilers from the future. I mean, the hand's developing. Ishanten with Chun needs to reach, unfortunately, to get any chance of... Well, actually, what is the point difference? It's 14. Badamangan. Yeah, you would probably need to reach to actually overhaul, unless you're relying on direct hits. Well, that is sad and depressing, sir. And if you need any help or any just somebody to talk to, I am around. But, you know. Whatever I can do to alleviate, I will attempt. Because I've certainly been through phases of thinking exactly the same thing. I mean, honestly, the figuring out is you needed to keep both of the 2 tiles you just discarded, sir. Because you need one of those to be paired or tripleted there to even have a chance of things. Now you're kind of relying on getting all triplets, which you're miles away from, all in the Pinzus, which you're miles away from, or just winning on the last tile. Your options are severely limited. However, your hand is now valuable again. Well, Legius with some decisions to make here. One so is safe, but that's your easiest pair at the moment. That is his last winner, is it? Oh no, this will go. One in 5. Yeah. Well, 6-4 hit. I suppose if you'd got the 6-4 from Aegon or Legius, that would have actually overhauled you on that. Even ignoring that, but hey. Well, G. Okay, are we doing one more? You got points. Indeed you did, sir. Congratulations for your point gettage. Okay, so you have Prosper and Legius queued up. If we get one more, I will join in for a final game. Alright, Kyro's going to join us. Okay, so this is going to be Prospero, Legius, Kyro, myself. Good luck all. May the jam flow continue, because, dear God, if it does, I'm really kind of scared, actually. But, well, let's see. Let's see. People can outplay me with skill. I've just got to rely on the luck. Alright, Paradragons, Paradora. Honestly, yeah, this is pretty good. I was tempted to things, but you know. Fear the Kyro with nothing left to lose. He is extremely dangerous. Okay, this is going okay. Let's see, Ishanten. Want to obviously keep that because obviously Friso gives us the gives us two-sided weight there as well. Alternatively, we can call and just have it. I mean, I've got Paradora. I'm not fearing what Kyro's up to at the moment. All right. Obviously, Apatsu's there, but when you've got effectively 4 Han, I don't think there's a reason to fear that. Yeah, I was looking quite strong about that. Dragon and immediately draw the Yakuhai and have Tidora. But alas, these things don't work. Insane levels of luck cannot get you everywhere. Anyway, still have Tidora to start with. Hand's still decent. Possible Sanch Q, I suppose, but probably not. Let's just see. But door free. Yeah, some fast hands going here. Not entirely sure I like it. So, do we think that's 2 calls to nothing? We do see free Dora. Okay. Let's go around this thing. So, basic rough plan here is to see if we can actually get ourselves... dig out of the hole a little bit. We're going to have multiple pairs. I'm going to get rid of one of them now. Possibly Ines into Tanya, depending on how this goes. Yeah, it's awkward. We have free Dora, but it's not looking great against this board at this point. Well, I've got nothing to directly say to that. South Nomi, you say? Yeah, I honestly don't have anything, so we're just going to go 8-pin. There's still an outside chance of us hitting Tempai with this, so... Alright. Let's go. Trash hand, I'm okay with. Oh boy, we had an early flash of luck. Basically nothing since. We used up all of our jam in the last game. Oh well. Well, one of the Kairos pushes, I mean, obviously, you can say that now. Obviously, shouting for a free Dora hand, but... Okay, no Nageshi for me. And we're going to discard dragons all day long. Yeah, it had to be that. Not for the reasons, but 6-4. Legius takes more of a chunk of a lead. Yeah, other than the trash hand sumo, nothing's really happened to us at this point. Okay, let's go north. This is a fast hand, potentially. Double reach. Well, you have to force the game to give you what you want. It's clearly the answer. Alright, so we technically got pin 2 if we can draw a 2-man here. My Roomba almost ate my charger. I mean, isn't that what they're supposed to do? Just eat up everything? Close 2-man? Yeah, early enough. We're dealer, early enough, let's go. I don't know. Sometimes it's I've had moments where I've just had enough of the game, but yeah, it's difficult sometimes. And also that doesn't necessarily help, but you know. It comes and goes. It's easy to like the game when everything's going well. It's difficult to, you know, learn things, know you can do better about it. This is kind of half, when I had my ranter 3-4 weeks ago, this is half of what I meant in a lot of ways. Obviously that attached to other things, because I do care a lot more than I should about these casual games. I really do. And it does... I do hate it when I know I've played badly, or could have done things better, and it, you know... There gets to a certain point after a while that it basically builds up on you. Anyway. Counter reach. I'm not sure necessarily we're in the best shape for this, but let's go. All I have to do is draw my winner. That's it. Yeah, I mean, I've reached. It doesn't matter. I've reached it. You can't clear the misclick thing as me now. I mean, he still won. He had the same value hand I would have won, so it's fine. Alright, well, Kyle takes another few points there, reaching on 7. I don't necessarily see that as a misclick. You had to click 2 things. I think Tenpai was correct there, kind of, maybe. There's almost nothing worse than losing to somebody who says, nah, that was terrible, I'm sorry. Ah, dear. It's fine. I am probably just going to clumsily make my way through this because at the moment I don't see myself progressing very far. I mean, Tidora, this is still valid as a hand. It's just unfortunately we're not drawing anything helpful. It's extremely thing, but obviously we got Tampin from Carol. Whatever's going on up there. South still live. Let's play East. Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can advance this. Alright, battle is on. Alright, just draw a 3/6 pin and we're there. Tanya 2. I started like I'll give you something that it wasn't. Yeah, that happens occasionally. Alright, I have 4 and I have a triplet of white of things. This is probably Toy Dragons, but let's just see. Exactly what mine was. Yes, this feels strong. And the results, I suppose. Yeah. Ah, dear. Yeah, this is going to be really awkward to advance any further, but let's see. I mean, I'm Ishanten at the moment. White Dragon, pretty much requirement, but... I mean, this is huge. We're now... Nah, it's fine. I was gonna screen cap, but... Oh, nearly getting towards that. Was that a delta in? There was a 9. 8 wouldn't have done by the look of it. Well, I need a Mungan out of my last hand. Or a good win here would be fine. White. So we're going to full attack this. Because honestly, I don't lose anything. It'd take a lot for me to fall to 4th at the moment. So I am going to full send this one. That being said, full send entirely requires on Chiral discarding things that aren't his winner that I actually can use. But hey. Two away. Do 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 do. Alright, come on, 7, so that's fine. Alright, if I can pair up ideally the 8, because we know the 6 is safe, we can counter Reach. Even if it's not, we're probably going to counter Reach anyway. Alright, pair established. So this might put us into a 2-5. We know 6 is going to be safe at the end. Alright, come on. One last pull. No. Ah, darn it. If it wasn't for this one man, we'd have been in business, I think, going the other way, but... Can I do that? Yes. Yeah, we can do this. This is fine. We said full send. Apparently full send is full send here. We also have the possibility of a Sanchikyu here. If you're a 3-pin, 2-pin, then we're in business. We'll take whatever happens, though. Did we play a 5-mana early? Probably did, but it doesn't matter. Oh, give me something. No. Come on. I've been chasing this for ages. My luck has not... My luck has abandoned me in my hour of need. Sure. Okay, we're still in. 3-6. I feel like I'm the only one going for this, but... Oh, come on! God darn it. 6 would have been a double deal in. How we missed that for so long, goodness knows. Obviously somebody's got them, but, you know. Oh, we fought that as hard as we could. Genuinely, though, it felt like we just weren't progressing anywhere. No useful draws were coming whatsoever. Alright, so 103 to catch up to Legius and take second then. Seems to be our primary goal. We, of course, have the last dealer turn, so, you know, all continuations are there. I felt like I was... Yeah, it's tempted to call that, but actually, this is probably fine as is. Although there aren't that many 7s left that are going to appear, so... Yeah, I probably should have just taken it on that basis. Apparently, I just need 2 twos. Alright, 6 mana would be an okay draw, 7 mana would be an okay draw. Now what? Yeah, I think we're just building Titania here and we're just going to try and snipe the win. Yeah, the 9 people's worth keeping if we were considering a Sanch Q, but I don't think we are officially. Okay, it's 3 7s down, so this Dora is now very isolated. Still, if we draw it, we're in Tempai. Or we can reach on the last 7, technically. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with this. This is looking pretty good. Pairing up the Dora would give us the best weight, I think. They're trying to make this really difficult for me, aren't they? Well, that's disappointing. That's even more disappointing, because now I've just got to try and chase this down. And it is going to be a deal turn, throw everything I've got at it. Oh dear, it felt like we had potential here. I'm missing the ball at 7's gone. Not calling that 7 initially was, in hindsight, really bad. Although we wouldn't have drawn these exact tiles if we'd done that, but... Still, it feels quite bad. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. We have a pair of Souths. We have a couple of pairs. 20,000 is the gap. And Kara will be going all out to try and end this quickly. Oh, come on. Alright, well, apparently we're not going to get a shot at this. Fine. Alright, no fear. Not much I can do in this position because I'm kind of forced to go for things. Oh well. GG. Yeah, nothing I could do there. I was always going to have to try for this hand, and to be fair, that felt like my entire game in that one. I did almost nothing, but kept attacking people's hands, just not getting any luck. Oh boy. Yeah, that's Then only Riichi, you hated Carol. I was Ishanten for pretty much the entire game, just trying to get that last tile to get me over the line. And then, yeah, no, other things happened. Oh dear. That felt like the entire game I was just chasing Ishantens. Ah well. It happens. Thank you for the games. GG all. My jam basically was all there in game one, wasn't there in the second game, which, you know, is absolutely fair and just and proper. Does mean that this lottery ticket probably isn't going to be the massive winning chance here, and I won't be a multi-millionaire. Oh well. Alright, so I'll see you next time for stuff, things and stuff, and yeah, catch you later.